International News Report today. This is Tiara Dianti coming back for you. Committee on the Exercise of the Inalienable Rights of the Palestinian People, or CEIRPP, visited Jakarta for 2 days as a show of appreciation for Indonesia's support towards Palestine in the world. On its agenda, this committee meets with a #1 central government officers and will meet the president election Prabowo Subianto.
Indonesia received an official visit from the Bureau of the Palestine Committee to the United Nations last Wednesday. On its agenda to Jakarta, the Palestine Committee intended to discuss with a number of government officials regarding the Palestinian issues in Indonesia. This visit is also an appreciation to Indonesia, which consistently supports Palestine before the world. The delegation that are attending are from the permanent representative of Senegal to the UN, which consists of Indonesia, Malaysia, Namibia, Nicaragua, as well as the permanent representative of Palestine to the UN. On this occasion, the Palestine Committee Bureau has met with the Chairman of Parliament, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Vice President of Indonesia, and the President-elected Prabowo Subianto.
I agree with the Chairman that we are here as the leadership of the Committee on the Exercise of the Inalienable Rights of the Palestinian People. Almost all of us, only one is missing because he's not feeling well, to say thank you to Indonesia, to the people of Indonesia, to the government of Indonesia, to all those who are shaping up public opinion in Indonesia. We do that because we know that Indonesia is one of the strongest supporters of the cause of Palestine, the cause of justice, the cause of peace, the cause of seeing a two-state solution being implemented on the ground. We also, met with leaders in Parliament. We met with the Foreign Minister today. We will meet with the Vice President in the afternoon, and tomorrow we will meet also with the incoming elected President. We are meeting with also civil society organizations, think tank, and the Council of Ambassadors of ASEAN.
Max Oller, Sinpo International News Report.
Russian President Vladimir Putin with Chinese President Xi Jinping held a meeting on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Shanghai. The two countries discussed strengthening friendship and intensifying cooperation to create international stability.
During a bilateral meeting between President Vladimir Putin and President Xi Jinping on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, Putin began the talks by saying that the relationship between the two countries has strengthened along with the improvement of their cooperation. This cooperation has entered a new chapter in history. It is based on the principle of equality and mutual benefit with no intention of building new alliance. Putin said this cooperation is determined a factor for the stability of the international arena. In turn, Xi Jinping added that China-Russia relations are aimed at the welfare of the people of both countries. Xi Jinping also said not to accept intervention from any countries.
Наши страны стояли у истоков создания Шанхайской организации сотрудничества в 2001 году. С расширением круга участников, а завтра еще одним полноправным членом организации станет Белоруссия, организация укрепилась в роли одной из ключевых опор справедливого многополярного миропорядка. Безусловно, будем поддерживать председательство Китая в ШОС в 2024-2025 годах. Не раз с полным на то основанием констатировали, что российско-китайские отношения, всеобъемлющего партнерства и стратегического взаимодействия переживают наилучший период в своей истории. Они выстраиваются на принципах равноправия, взаимной выгоды и уважения суверенитета друг друга. Наше сотрудничество не направлено против кого бы то ни было. Мы не создаем никаких блоков и союзов. Мы просто действуем в интересах наших народов. Российско-китайское взаимодействие в мировых делах выступает одним из главных стабилизирующих факторов на международной арене. И мы продолжаем укреплять наше взаимодействие по этому направлению. Вот в этом году мы председательствуем в БРИКС, тоже организация, созданная по нашей с вами инициативе. И надеемся на участие наших коллег и на ваше участие на саммите в Казани в октябре этого года.
尊敬的普京总统，我的老朋友，很高兴再次同你会面。在重要多边场合举行会见，是我们的良好传统，也是中俄关系高水平的体现。今年5月，你成功对中国进行国事访问。在中俄建交75周年的重要历史节点，我们共同为两国关系下一步发展做出重要规划和部署。当前，双方正在全面落实我们达成的各项。
May Siregar, Sinpo International News Report.
President of Russia Vladimir Putin and President of Turkey Recep Tayyip Erdogan had a bilateral meeting on Wednesday, 3rd July 2024 to discuss global issues and bilateral relations in Astana, Kazakhstan, as the venue of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit.
Before the meeting of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization or SCO Summit 2024 in Astana on last Wednesday, President of Russia Vladimir Putin and President of Turkey Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who are the two leaders of the member countries of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, held a bilateral meeting on the sidelines of the main activities. The two leaders were seen shaking hands and greeting each other to then discuss cooperation between the two countries and global issues that occur. The meeting was held to strengthen the relationship between the two countries, which had previously been established for a long time. May Siregar, Sinpo International News Report.
White House respond to Biden's issues that he will withdrawing from U.S. presidential race, jet lag and a call to blame his poor debate performance last week.
Dismissed news reports relate to the resignation of the Joe Biden in the presidential election in November, after seeing his condition in the first debate, which was silenced several times over the attacks of his opponent, Donald Trump. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said that the President of the United States, Joe Biden, in no way will withdraw his defense from the presidential election. Karine said at the first debate, Biden was suffering from ill and has just now returned from a number of agendas in various places, which made his condition is not good. But Biden will continue to run in the presidential election until the end. She also added Biden believes he will win this presidential election because he joined the Democrats Party, just like the 2020 election where Biden won the election.
Some of your colleagues asked if the schedule was too strenuous or was it because of the jet lag, and so we are laying out and explaining exactly what happened. You heard from the president, you've heard from me, and it was indeed a schedule where the president traveled 6 time zones forward to G7 in Italy, 9 time zones back to LA, and 3 time zones forward again to DC. That's something that one of the print pooler on that day laid out for all of you and those who read the pool notes. And on top of that, he did have a cold. So it is an explanation. I don't think it is an addition. I don't think it's, we certainly don't want to explain this away.
The event's very important for him to show to the American people that he still has the ability to be.
It is, I think it's important to note that they were strong conversations. That's something that the president told me and my team directly moments ago. He was walking around and we happened to see the president, and he said they were strong conversation. And by the way, he looks great. The vice president's great, and they are ready to continue working on behalf of the American people.
In the White House, does the president intend to make any other calls?
He understands, and it was not his best night. He understands that it is fair for people to ask that question. But we cannot forget his record and what he's been able to do. We cannot forget how he has been able to deliver for the American people for almost 4 years. That matters too. And he has the most historic record administration, the most in modern politics, and that should matter. And he wants to continue to do that work.
Macy Regar, Sinpo International News Report.
Thank you for watching Sinpo International News Report. This program joining between Sinpo TV Indonesia and Fiery Media. Stay with us. Have a good day.